Perfect.
All right. Want to make sure everyone knows they're being recorded. I think there's some law like that or something. All right. So Wix basics. Today, what I really want to cover is kind of a lot, to be quick. How to use your dashboard, adding testimonials, adding blog pages, and then if we can get into creating events and editing text and adding images, that would be great. If we can't, let's at least get the top 4 done. Okay, so that's my goal for today, and I am going to go over to my other screen here. So that's Jonathan. So can you all see my dashboard here?
Yes.
All right, you're going to have a dashboard that just has one site, not 50 or 60. So you're probably going to just see your one website right here. And let's just, Jonathan, can I pick on yours since we're going to work in that anyway later?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you so much.
Okay. So let me go ahead and all you're going to do is go to your website and you're going to say select site. Mine is a little different because I have a lot on there. And it's going to come up like this. And you guys, if you have a question, go for it, okay? So just jump in there. And then you're going to select edit site. So the first thing we're going to do is, in looking at our dashboard, this is where you can manage your domain. You can manage your plan. You should all have the premium plan. You can see a little bit of your analytics right here. But most of you probably have Google Analytics already tied, and we're going to cover that in another session. But at least you know how many visitors and unique visitors are coming to your website. And this is a 4-week period. You can also change that to 7 days. This is probably should be pretty close to what your Google Analytics says as well. And then,
Patsy, what's the difference between visits and unique visitors?
because 5 of these people, the difference is 5, right? So 5 of these 24 visited more than one time in 7 days.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So over here it says customer management, marketing, and SEO. So when we go into SEO, most of you already have your Google Analytics set up. I don't encourage you to touch this part because Wix is going to want to say, let us help you manage. You see where it comes up with a send. So I'm going to show you how to manage your SEO actually on your website. So once it's through loading, this is when I went into edit. So under settings right here, you're going to see that you have access to your business info. You've got a favicon that should be uploaded. Like if we look at Jonathan's live site, let's look at his live site here. Main menu, let's go back to dashboard. So see this little icon up here where it says Jonathan Ader on the tab? That is his favicon. And for those of you that I've created your logos and you wonder why I gave you these little icons or favicons, this is exactly why I give you those. So you should have those and they should already be on your website. If they're not, just let me know and I'll help you put them on there. But it's really easy to do. You can just go into your business info and here's where your logo should be. All your information should be in here. And this is where you can upload your favicon. So you want to make sure that this is all set up correctly and you have your information in here. I do that after I transfer the site, or sometimes if I can before the site. You can't do the upload your favicon until after the site has been updated, so sometimes I don't have access to get back to that. So the next thing on your dashboard I want to point out that's really important is your mailbox and your notifications up here. So if someone logs into your account, you're going to be able to see that you have a visitor, or if they sent you a message, you're going to be able to check your inbox. Your notifications are going to be here. This tells me who all has registered for my class today, or any other information, because I have events on my website. And then it's going to also give you some new release information over here if you get interested to see what is new and available. And each week or each month when we have these classes, I really want to show you what is new and unique to what new features are available to you. Because you see over here where it says apps, and let me know if I'm going too fast for you guys, because I tend to fly through this stuff because I know it like the back of my hand. But you have a marketplace right here, so you can also go look at the apps market. So these are the ones that are installed on your site, and these are the apps that you can also pay for and add to your website if you want to add those. Some of them are free, some of them aren't. And before you do any of these, if you're interested in what they do, here's what I love, that you can also add your MailChimp if you have your MailChimp. Let's chat about these and we can take a look at them and see what makes sense and what doesn't make sense for you before you just add it. I'm more than willing to sit down with you guys and go over that. So let's go back over here. Go back to the main menu, the dashboard. And I think that's pretty much on the dashboard, everything that you really need to know about. Any questions on the dashboard, guys?
Nope.
Here you can see, you can edit, you can view your live site, you can rename it if you want to, you can invite a contributor. If you hire an assistant to manage your site, to put up your new listings or whatever, you can invite them as a contributor. And then as long as you remain ownership of it, you're good to go. So everything here is pretty much self-explanatory. If you have, for example, if you have a blog page, so let's go back to Jonathan's, and he does have a blog. This is actually streaming in though from Homekeeper. So who has a blog? Oh, Bernadette has a blog. Bernadette is a blogger that is out of this world. So believe me, I brought over 49 of her previous blogs. So let's go over here and look. Bernadette, I think you moved this, didn't you? Because you're covering up I think you're covering this up, so I don't know if we can get into it.
Oh, I am? I did move it.
Yeah.
It's not clicking?
Be careful of layering. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sheesh.
See, there's a reason I put things where I put them.
Okay.
Shoot. There we go. Yeah, it's just covering up the menu enough that it's making it hard to click.
Okay.
So
I'll take care of that.
this is how your blog post will show up. And each time you add one, it's going to have your image and an excerpt of your blog here. And then if you click it, you'll see the entire blog. And your name and your picture will show up, and it's really cool. This is an awesome way to gain SEO. So blog as much as you can if you guys can.
And is this the Homekeeper feed?
No, this is one that she's written. She's the author.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, so if you don't have a blog, I can help you install it if you chose not to have a blog on your site. I can help you install that. So if you have a blog, all you do is go over here when you log in to edit your website. You just go over here to start blogging. See, he doesn't have it on here, so we would have to set that up. But it just says manage posts and let you go. Let me open, is it okay if I open yours up, Bernadette?
Yes.
I have a blog, but remember it was, it's a blog that you set up because I paid for that blog. Remember, Patsy?
Yeah, yours is Keeping Matters.
Yes, and this one is it also a paid one or?
No, she's writing these. This is a
No.
blog on her site.
So some of these, you know how KW gives us 1 or 2 a month or something like that? So it could be that. It could be from some other sites that give you free blogs and you can use your own branding.
Oh, I don't know how to put those.
So they don't automatically fall in here. You have to, you know, copy, paste, and put them in.
Yeah, because they kind of look like either Keeping Current Matters or Home
I don't use Keeping Current Matters because I think you have to pay for that one.
Yeah,
Yes, you
they're
do.
25.
Yeah. I won't use anything you have to pay for, only if they
Yeah.
say you can use it.
So if she gets a blog that she can put in there, she's going to use an image and she's got her content. So she's going to go over here to my blog and say, create a post.
Go create a blog,
Really simple.
create a post.
And then we're going to put in a real catchy title goes here. And then you can just, you notice you guys, you just have a regular editor. You can add an image. And every time you go to add an image, it's going to go to your gallery of images that I use to create your website. So if you need to upload a new picture for your post, you just say upload media and from computer. And let me go add one. And it will upload it into your gallery. So and it will be there, it'll stay there forever unless you delete it. But we're just gonna say add that. And there's that picture that we just added. And now we can copy and paste, just copy and paste your content or text into this area. Now, if you were to add a video, same thing, you would just say add a video. Or if you needed to embed HTML code here. Most of you aren't going to do some of this other stuff, but you can do a gallery of pictures. So if you were to do a gallery of pictures, let's say we want to do that one. Let's add that one and that one. So it's going to add kind of a collage of pictures for you. And if you go, oh, I don't like that, you can just delete it. So when you get your blog done and you've got your title, you got an image or a video here, and you've copy and pasted, all you do is hit publish. So once you've published that, let's go back over to and there it shows up on your page. So now if we were to preview the page as someone else coming to your website, they would see it here.
Perfect.
And then guess what, guys? All you have to do is click on that and then copy the URL up here and post it on your Facebook page. And you've got content for social media. Or you can actually push out, you can share your post to your Facebook and to other social medias by linking them on your website right here. Just share post.
Yeah, awesome.
Super, super easy, user friendly. You should be just fine doing that. And if you guys have any problems with it, I would be glad to help you with that because I think it's really an awesome thing. So I'm going to go back over here to manage posts because Bernadette probably doesn't want my little catchy title.
Thank you, Pat.
So let's say I don't really like it. So I'm going to just click it and say move to trash.
Oh, how easy.
Super easy, guys, right?
Yeah.
And I know a few of you that have expressed interest in blogging. I've given my 150 blog titles or topics PDFs too. If you don't have those, I will share those with you because if you're not sure what to write about, you can pull up that PDF and go, oh, I'll just do this one today. And it could be something as simple as why I love Walnut Creek or why I love my job, or write about the buyers that just purchased a house and talk about their journey. Don't mention their name, but just, you know, I just helped a family, a great family with 3 kids that needed to get into better schools, blah, 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 blah. So there's always something to write about, right?
Where do we find those?
If you don't have those, just put something in the chat down here, and I
Okay.
know I will send them to everybody.
Okay.
So that's about adding blog pages. So now I'm going to go back to adding testimonials because it's very much the same thing. So let's go up here to our main pages so you recognize your website again. So when you go to edit your website, this is what you come into. And right here is your content manager. Can everyone see that?
Yeah.
All right, so content manager, and notice there's your testimonial. These are actually called dynamic pages. So, and by that it means that new information is put on top and they scroll to the bottom. So they just constantly keep adding information. Same thing as the blog post. It just keeps adding information to the top. So Bernadette's is probably not the best one to use. Jonathan, do you have blog posts on yours?
I add it too.
I don't have blog, but I have testimonials.
I
Is that
mean
what you're looking for?
testimonials, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Okay, let me go over here to Jonathan. So let's go to the content manager and we're going to look for his testimonials. They're right here. And notice he's got quite a few testimonials on here, but someone just left him a new testimonial on Google. So all he's going to do is click the button down here at the bottom, put in the name. However he has it, he's got, let's call me an uptown girl, Oakland. You want to try to keep it in the same format that you already have going. And then you just paste that testimonial that someone just left you. Okay, so I just wrote it. You don't have to worry about any of the rest of this stuff. It's as simple as that. And now you're going to see that it's sort out of date. And the reason it says sort out of date is because we just added one that is now the most recent and it wants to put it on top. So let's watch and see what happens when I hit update. Ah, look, it comes up on top. So now we can just close that and hit save and hit publish. It's that easy to add a testimonial. So let's go look at the site now. And let's go to Jonathan's testimonials. Oh, did it have a chance to publish yet? Oh, I forgot a step. My apologies. Okay, let's go back to testimonials in our, right here, in our content manager. So it didn't work, right? Mine didn't show up. So this is why it didn't show up. And now you'll know if it didn't show up, you forgot a step like I just did. We forgot to sync the sandbox to live. They call this the sandbox, like you're a kid playing in the sandbox. So we're going to sync the sandbox, sync it, continue syncing, and then we're going to hit save and publish. And then I'm just going to say view live site. Go back to testimonials. And there's Patsy, the Uptown girl. See how I just saved it, gave him a 5-star and saved the testimonial right to the top. Oh, Jonathan, I guess I better go delete that one, huh?
That's better than the one that you left that said blah, blah, blah. And she forgot to take it off for the longest time.
Oh my gosh.
Blah, 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 Jonathan.
But I had 5 stars that just said blah, blah, blah.
So all you have to do is check that one and hit delete. Delete. The blah, blah girl. And I'm going to sync them again to make sure that gets removed. And sometimes if it doesn't get removed, you have to go to the live one and notice it's still in the live one. So you have to delete it out of there too. And they do that for a reason. It looks like an extra step. And yes, it's an extra step. But you're also, if you don't mean to delete a testimonial, it's still there if you want to save it. So it's just kind of a little safety factor for us because sometimes our fingers fly too fast. Right, guys?
Right.
Especially my fingers. All right, and so now you can see it's gone from there. But always check the live as well as the sandbox. So that's doing testimonials, and that's 30 minutes of our time. Does anyone have any questions on testimonials?
No, I
No?
don't.
You guys
No.
think it's something you can manage okay?
I hope so. I don't want to say famous last words. Yes, I can do it, no problem, but I hope so.
Oh, you guys will be able to do it, I promise. It's not that hard. I want to make sure I'm not missing someone who's trying to get in here. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about, we're going to skip over to editing text and adding images. And then we're going to go back to the events. Okay, so since we're in Jonathan's, let's just continue in Jonathan's here for a second. So let's go to, let's say we want to go to one of his. I got someone new coming in. Oops. Okay, let's go to Oakland, for example. And Jonathan has a new listing in Oakland, correct, Jonathan? Although
Yes.
this isn't working, so we got to fix that yet. But that's not a problem with the website. That's a problem with the command page. So welcome to Oakland. So what I want to do is I want to kind of, like if I decide that I've got a new listing that I really want to market and I want to put it on my Oakland page, I'm going to move this strip down a little bit and get everything moved down a little bit. And I might want to go ahead. Jonathan sent me, let's see. Where's Jonathan? Well, that's a .com. We can add that as a regular page. Well, let's go ahead and let's add a button, let's say. So we're going to add, nah, we're going to add an image. And we're going to pretend that this is his new listing right here. So I just added an image. Did you see how easy that was? I just went to add image and it goes to his gallery. So I'm going to put that right there. And I'm going to add some text, maybe a little heading above it. Edit the text. And let's center that so it looks pretty. And then over here on this toolbar, if you don't have this toolbar, you go under tools and make sure the toolbar is checked. So I can go here and click center it, and it centers it nice. So I don't have to worry about trying to get it centered on the page. And now I want to add a link to this. And it was a web address. So I'm going to say web address and paste the web address into here. And I might even want to put a link on what the text that I wrote. So I'm going to highlight the text and I'm going to hit link and say web address, Control V, done. Make sure it's all pretty. Hit save and publish. And now let's go look at his site again. We're just going to refresh this. And we're going to go to Oakland and see what we just did.
Oh, that's cool.
And now if I click on that, here is the single property website that he had.
Oh, pretty cool.
See how easy that was just to add that, guys?
Super easy.
You're going to love working in these websites because it's so easy to do this stuff. You're just always use this add and you added an image, and then we just simply links this image to a web page, and then we added a text heading. I chose heading number 4, I think. And this is a full editor, so I can change the colors on this, make it bright red or pink or purple. There's gold. You can add colors if you want to, and you can center it. You can do bolds and dents. Here's your characters. You can change your fonts. You can even upload your own fonts, guys. So if you've got fonts that you prefer to use that maybe match your logo better, you can upload your own fonts.
Ooh.
It's a really awesome text editor that they have in here as well. So you can see how cool that is and how easy that was to do.
Patsy, if you want to replace that photo, do you click, like if you want it exactly where you have
Just
that
change, you just click the
one? Change an image.
photo,
Oh, okay.
say change
see it.
the image,
Perfect.
and then
Okay.
go upload a new image, drag it from your computer.
Okay. That is
And
easy.
it's going to
Okay.
upload. It's super easy, guys.
Patsy, I went into the site last night and just messed around and started, moving things. It is super friendly.
Isn't it?
Yes.
I just love these sites. I hope you guys really embrace them.
I like it.
So that's how to edit text and add images. And I just showed you how to do links as well. So I do want to show you a couple more things. Here's the chat bot down here. You guys see it? See where my cursor is here?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can actually change this and edit what it says. If you upgrade to beyond the pro to the next level of membership or subscription in Wix, you can actually schedule open hours to talk to people live on here.
Oh,
If
wow.
you choose to do that. That's just a feature. I'm going to cover that feature down the road because most of us don't have the time or have the ability to actually schedule time right now for that kind of thing. But I want to show you how to set these settings. So in your settings, you just click on it and notice that your settings pop up. So if you click on settings and then header, see, I can make it a smiley face. I can turn him into a girl or a baldy or a boy with lots of hair. That kind of looks like your hair, Jonathan.
Yeah.
It does.
That's funny.
And with the upgrade,
Like Bobby
if you
Neutron.
do upgrade to the next level, you can actually put your photo in here,
Oh, wow.
which is kind of cool. Excuse me
Yeah.
while I choke. So here you can see that online it says, let's chat, ask us any question, and you've got all of these different selections that you can pick from. We'll reply within a few minutes. You can change that periodically, like throughout the day. If you're going to be at your computer for the next hour or say half a day, you might want to change that. I'll reply within a few minutes. And then you can also have an offline contact us where it actually goes into your email that's associated with your website. On layout, excuse me, you have the choice of this rectangle, or you can just make it the circle that you see on a lot of websites. You see it down here?
Yeah.
And
If they leave you a message, where does it go?
into your email.
Okay, thank you.
So if you, this is the way it looks on your mobile version. But if you like that and want it to be on your desktop version as well, then you can change it. If not, you can just go ahead and leave it as the rectangle, but you can decide where. You can even move it to the other side. You can have a, excuse me, I'll take another drink. You can have this pop up, let's chat. If you want to show, that's called a bubble notification. You don't have to have that, just leave it as an open chat. And then designs, you can change the background color. His is set to gold right now. You can change the font and the colors of the font. You can even put in a background, like see, now he's got polka dots in there. And then you've got borders and stuff. So some of this is just very customizable and you can have some fun with it. Play around a little bit. Here's the really cool thing, guys. Anytime you make a change, you always want to make sure you hit save and publish. Well, let's say I made a change and hit save and publish, and then I looked at my live site and went, oh, that's terrible, or I really messed that up. All you have to do is go to your view site history and go to the previous version before you saved it and restore it.
Oh, thank God.
I was trying to figure that out last night.
I know, because you created this big white space moving stuff around.
But it's gone. I did something today.
I fixed it this morning.
Oh, I thought I gave myself credit.
Wrong-o.
Thank you.
But yeah, if you notice that things are missing or you accidentally created a huge white space like Bernadette did, just go to your views. And I knew that you did it because I could look at your site history and see you had saved it on August 5th between 11:53 and 12:18 5 times. So I saw where I could restore it.
I never clicked save though. Does it auto save?
It auto saves.
Okay.
Auto save is on. Yeah. So just because you save it doesn't mean that you publish it live. So you always have to do both if you want it to be published live.
Okay.
So I'm not going to get into events quite yet. I want, let's see, let me show you my event page. I think we've covered quite a bit. Is anyone kind of saturated with info yet, or y'all,
Yes, I would like to start playing.
you want to start playing with that stuff that I just showed you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, next time I want to get more into events, because like you guys all registered for this, and I had 20 some people that registered for my video class last week, and this is so absolutely cool. If you have an event page on your website, every time you go to create a new event, see, you can just say add event, and all of this comes up, and you can add an image and stuff. Guess what, guys? It automatically links it to your Zoom
Wow.
account and creates a scheduled event in your Zoom. It's all planned and scheduled. So when you send out the invites to your event, that's how you guys all got in here. It automatically sends them that pre-scheduled Zoom link to join the event. And then it sends you get email reminders. Now, because we have the pro account, you get two email reminders prior to the event. So you want to be kind of picky about how you do those. Like you may want to do one depending on how long you've got your event scheduled out for. Let's say you've scheduled it out for 2 weeks. So you may want to send a reminder 5 days before the event and then 1 day before the event. So use those two wisely. And then you can always view your guest list, and you can always export your list. So now you've collected all of those emails, phone numbers, and names of people that have registered. I've got one client that is using this for all kinds of things. They'll do a virtual tour. They'll talk about, the buying process during COVID or whatever, but they schedule all this on their website, and then they push it out to Facebook and their other social media from the website. And because you have gone in and linked your social media accounts to your website, you can push it out directly from here. So instead of Facebook gathering all that lead generation, you get to keep it because they have to go to your website to register. And what happens when they do that, let me just go over here. We're not going to really create an event. So let me go select my site. Every time someone registers for your events, you're going to get a notification up here. So you can see Joanne and Lori RSVP'd for today. And I'm not sure who that is. Is that person Lynn Tavenna here? I don't think so. Anyway, you're gonna see who is registered for your site and view their RSVP. So in your events, do I have to open my site? I do. That's right. It'll take just a second. And then we're gonna kind of close it up, and I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do for the next couple of sessions, and we'll keep going. Here under pages, see where it says member sign up, members area. You can define what those are and create those. So once they register for an event on your site, it creates a membership, a registration page. They're now a member on your site with their own login and password. So then you can put the login and already registered, log in, or something like that up here. So for those that have already signed up for something on your site, they can register or just come straight into the login and log into your site and explore your site. And then you know how often they're coming there. So, because I'm going to tell you guys, your search, this search that's linked to command, if you haven't looked at your own website on a mobile device and gone to this search or gone to one of your city pages and searched on your city pages, hit this search Oakland homes for sale, you're gonna see that it's really amazing on a mobile device. It's really gonna be cool. See, it brings up all the Oakland homes, and it looks so much different on a mobile device, and it's really cool, right, Diane? We checked this out the other day, and it's like, wow, it's really performing really cool on a mobile.
I love it.
Me too. So you guys have the best of both worlds here, because you've got an awesome website, but you've also got the power of the command search here. So all on your
Nice.
website. So it's really cool. So I'm gonna, if there's no questions, in fact, I'm just gonna close out of here. Jonathan, after my 4 o'clock, I'll figure out that. I'm going to recreate your landing page, because that didn't, whatever you did, that didn't really work.
Okay, thank you. We can also just use the website that the photographer created because it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it looks nice. I mean, you don't
Okay.
really need the command one.
Okay, perfect. Let's just do that.
So, upcoming topics. Can you see my PowerPoint again, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. These are things that I would like to cover each month when we get together. One is adding new listings. Now, I'm kind of thinking we might want to do that one in a couple weeks and not wait a whole month, because that is the number one question I get from agents on these sites is, how do I create my landing page and how do I put it on my website? And no matter how many times I show people, it doesn't seem to. We just need to do something where I can record it and the information sticks that you guys can go back to and see how to do it step by step. Is that something you guys are interested in seeing?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
All right. So let's try to schedule that one just in a couple weeks. And then I want to talk more about using the event feature on things that you can do with it, and then managing your social media from your website. From what I've been able to do just from my website alone, you can actually do almost 75% of your marketing from your website.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So it's just leveraging. It's a very powerful tool, and it's kind of like the 8% of our brain that we use. No offense to anyone here. And then I want to talk, have another session on optimizing your website. But what each month when we have these Zoom meetings, I'd like to touch on what new features Zoom is offering, because there's so much that you guys aren't even aware of. You guys each got a $135 gift from Zoom when you signed up. And that is your SSL, which is a site secure lock. GoDaddy charges $135 for that certification of securing your website.
So if the Zoom, are they still limited to 30 minutes or?
It's whatever your Zoom account. If it's your 40 minutes, I think. I have a paid Zoom, so it doesn't matter. But if you're not paying the $10 or $12 a month for Zoom, yeah, it's still gonna have that 40-minute limitation.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Do you think this is going to be worth it if we do this every month? I mean, so
I
that
think
you
it's
guys.
gonna be awesome.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, good. I just never want any of you to feel like that I do your website and then throw you to the wolves. I'm always here to help.
I love it. Thank you.
And sometimes you're going to have Diane reaching out to you, or Brianna, my two contract employees that are helping with the website builds. And they're very knowledgeable as well. And if they reach out to you on my behalf, just know that it's them. I only let them because I know they take good care of their clients. So, and you guys will still all be able to contact me anytime you want. Diane, why don't you say something so they know who you are?
I'm Diane. This is who I am. No, Patsy's the best. It has been a pleasure. It's been fun seeing you interact. I've worked on several of your websites, and seeing you enjoying them is a great pleasure to me. So congratulations, and keep up the good work.
Awesome, guys. Any other questions before I end this meeting?
Yes, Patsy, so the trainings are once a month and then we'll get an email from you?
Yes, the first Wednesday of the month.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Not a
Thank
problem.
you so
Thank you.
much.
All right. Reach
Talk
out
to
if
you.
you guys have any questions. Yes?
Will do. Thank you.
Thank
it-
you.
Maya, were you asking a question?
No, I said thank you.
Oh, okay. Anybody else?
Where on YouTube is this?
I will send a link out as soon as I get it uploaded, hun.
Okay, thank you.
You guys
Thank
are
you.
very welcome.
Thank you.
And I'll
Bye,
be getting the
Patsy.
blog post titles out to you.
Thank you.
All right. You guys have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.